What's going on, guys? This is Chandler Smith, and in today's video, I'm gonna share with you the 2 new cars that I just purchased. I'm also gonna explain how Ryan Pineda talked me into buying another supercar. So with all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright guys, if you've been following the channel, you know that I just listed all of my cars for sale. So you can buy the Ferrari, you can buy the C8 Corvette, you can buy the Ford Raptor, you can buy my wife's Lexus, or you can buy the Tesla. Now there is a reason for this. However, I'm in kind of a unique situation. 1, because no one has purchased any of these cars, and 2, because I've already purchased 2 more. So let me explain, but first of all, we're gonna go for a little spin while we do it. Come on, Tesla. There we go. I listed the cars because I had plans to buy a newer Lamborghini Huracan, and I had already put in an order for the Tesla Model S Plaid. So I was hyped about buying both of these cars. However, a kink, or I guess kind of a positive kink, came into play because when I put this video out, my good buddy Ryan Pineda ended up checking it out, and he saw that I was also slightly interested in the Porsche Taycan. Now, he also was looking for a new car, and he had been shopping out the Taycan and a myriad of other cars, but one thing that's very unique about Ryan Pineda is he is the ultimate negotiator. And so while he was shopping people out, he'd connected with multiple dealers, and then he decided he wanted to pull me in and talk me into buying a Taycan as well. So here's what happened. It's the last day of the month, and I've got family in town, and we decided that we're all gonna drive up to Jackson for a day at Jackson Hole, just to go and eat some food, enjoy some time with the family, and do all that good stuff. But once we get all the kids loaded into the car, I get a call from none other than Ryan Pineda. And he says, Chandler, here's the deal. I've been working with multiple dealers. It is the last day of the month and the last day of the quarter, and we need to buy the Porsche Taycan Turbo or Turbo S. He had leads on both cars at multiple dealerships, and he said, Chandler, guess what? I've got them down. It's a brand new car. It's a 2020, so not the 2021, but it doesn't have any miles on it. It hasn't been used. It's just been sitting in the shop, and they need to get rid of it. And I've gotten them to lower the price so that it is 12% off MSRP. Now, keep in mind, the reason that I listed all of my cars is because they had exploded in value, because it's impossible to get cars right now. So the fact that he negotiated 12% off MSRP in this market when everyone's struggling to get cars and when used cars are going at a premium, I was shocked, and honestly I didn't really want to believe it. But I was like, dude, if you can get that deal, I'm all in. Now, I was planning on buying the Lamborghini Huracan, and I'd already ordered the Tesla Plaid, but I figured, hey, this was a car that I'd said in the video I wanted. I'd done the research on it. It's an absolutely incredible car. I love Porsche, and so what the heck, maybe we'll change directions. I know I've always wanted the Lamborghini Huracan, but that time will come. Right now, I think I'm gonna change course. I'm gonna pick up the Taycan, and I'm gonna get the Tesla Plaid. And then as I started thinking about it, I'm like, dude, this is awesome. These are the 2 front runners, in my opinion, for the fastest production cars. They're electric cars. They're absolutely incredible. The performance is next level, and not a lot of people have them. And so it'd be so awesome to have both of them, to make videos on them, to experience them, to let my sales reps experience them. And so when Ryan called me, immediately I said, dude, let's do it. Let's make it happen. All right, guys, we're gonna show you this Tesla. Again, I would not be selling this Tesla if I wasn't getting another one. I'm hoping the timing works out that I can have both of them for like a week so I can compare them. But this is for sale, and I wanna see, I'm gonna show you a little pole here out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, oh, that never gets old. This car is so fun. Now, truth be told, this is kind of how I feel the story went down. I think if you talk to Ryan, because he is the ultimate salesman, he may or may not have pushed me a little bit to go this direction, because I was kind of leaning towards the Huracan. So truth be told, I was not completely 100% in, and frickin' Ryan Pineda is out golfing on the golf course, and this is more kind of how it went down.
All right, dude, you gotta get it, man. I'm about to negotiate the deal for both of us, so make sure that you're ready to pull the trigger, man. All right. And I just hit a money shot too. So make sure you tell him that you're gonna do the deal, all right?
After that interaction with Ryan, I was all in. I ended up calling the dealer that he'd worked an incredible deal on, and I said, all right, now how do I decide between the Turbo and the Turbo S? What are the differences? What are the pros and cons? And the look is slightly different, but essentially they are the same car, minus the fact that the Turbo S does 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, and the Turbo does it in 3 seconds. Now, they claim that the car is faster than what they've put on those specs, which we're gonna get to experiment with the car in person while competing it against the Tesla Model Plaid if that car ever shows up. So I'm really excited to see what the true performance of this car is. But after thinking about it, I decided I wanted to go with the Turbo because price-wise, the Turbo ends up being in the same realm as the Tesla Plaid. Now, the Turbo S is substantially more expensive. MSRP, I'll put it on the screen because I don't remember exactly what it is, and then I'll also put the MSRP on the Turbo. However, on the Turbo, we were able to do even more negotiating. Here's what happened. I want to let you know that I'm sitting here driving and I'm not driving, which is one of the biggest reasons that I'm so excited for my Plaid to get here, because I truly believe in the next couple of years, these things are going to be able to do everything without me ever doing anything to get where you want to be, which is really cool until you start thinking about it and you realize how much you like actually driving. But it'll be awesome for things like this, where I can trust the car 100%. Right now, I trust it about 80%, so I still have to be a somewhat present driver to flick this little thing so that the light goes off so that I can continue driving the Tesla. What I want you to understand is I have loved Tesla. This car is an incredible car, and I know I've done a fair amount of videos talking trash on the vehicle, but the reality is anytime you've got new tech, you have frustrations, but being able to do this with a car is just next level. The speed, the feel, the handling, all of that in the Tesla has been an incredible experience, and so I'm so excited to be able to try the new Porsche Taycan Turbo that we've got on our way. Now, back to the story. Here's what happened with Ryan. I was pumped. I was ready to buy the car, 12% off MSRP and getting shipping taken care of. I was like, dude, done deal. Let's make it happen. And then I just started hanging out with family in Jackson, and I figured that Ryan would get it locked in and somebody would call me when they're ready to get it set up. So I just kind of chilled, and then I get another message from Ryan that says, hey dude, I went back to the other dealer and they just dropped their price again, another $4,000 off of what they were going to do. That's $4,000 lower than what we were gonna get it at this other dealership. So I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Let me know where you end up, I'll buy the car. I'm all in, you just do your thing and let's see where we end up. So I waited it out a little longer, and then Ryan calls me back again and says, dude, the other dealership, I just talked to them, they dropped 20% off MSRP. Now guys, just to give you some perspective, that means I was able to pick, whoa, that means I was able to pick up, whoa, there's somebody going off the road here. Thank you, Tesla. Oh, and this is our exit. Hold on. That means I was able to pick up the Porsche Taycan Turbo at $135,000 out the door. That's absolutely insane. And again, this car doesn't have any miles. It's not used. It's brand new, but it is the 2020 Porsche Taycan Turbo. Ooh, here's our exit. After Ryan had worked his magic, I was all in. I called the guy up, I put down a deposit, he said he'd get the car out that next week, and then freaking Ryan goes back to the other dealership, gets them to lower the price even more on the car that he actually wanted, because the car that had the specs that I wanted was at the dealership I bought it from. The car that had the specs that he wanted was at the other dealership. So both these dealerships thought they were getting like a 2-for-1 deal when we ended up buying one car from each of them, and we both got absolutely incredible deals on the cars that we wanted. Shout out to Ryan. I will say it now. I would like at some point to be able to take back this statement because I really pride myself in being a good negotiator, but Ryan Pineda is the ultimate negotiator. And if you haven't checked out his channel, you gotta go check it out because the guy is awesome, and he's turned into a great friend that literally did all of this for me just because he's a good human. Here's the bummer though. I purchased this car and I was extremely excited because I knew I was gonna have to wait a while for the Plaid, But they messaged me from Tesla and they said, dude, we think we can, they probably didn't say dude, but they said, hey, we think we can get you your car before the end of July. And so I'm hyped thinking that I'm gonna get the Tesla Model S and the Porsche Taycan Turbo. And let me clarify, it's the Tesla Model S Plaid. So this thing can do 0 to 60 in under 2 freaking seconds, which is absolutely insane. And I'm thinking I'm gonna get the Porsche Taycan Turbo, which can do 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, but the handling is supposedly next level on this car. And I think I'm gonna get both of them in July, hopefully beginning or mid-July. And then crap just kind of happened. There was a recall on the Porsche and they're not allowed to sell them until all of the recalls are taken care of, which I'm happy about, but now it's just a waiting game until the part gets in for the 2020 Porsche Taycan that is brand new, that I've put a deposit down on, that I thought I was going to get that week, that now I've waited for 2 weeks and it still hasn't shown up, which is a little frustrating because Ryan claims that the dealership that he used claims that there weren't any issues or recalls that they need to take care of. So he's gonna get his car before I get my car. Now we'll see if that actually happens, because my dealership claims there's no way they're gonna send it out and they're just kind of BSing and maybe they've got the parts coming. My point is, on both the Tesla Plaid and the Porsche Taycan, I had high hopes that they would get here this month, but I still don't have a guaranteed delivery date on either one of them. I've been able to get an absolutely incredible deal on the Porsche, and when it comes to the Tesla, I paid MSRP because they don't negotiate, and I'm probably still getting an incredible deal because that car is going to be freaking incredible. I do need to give one last shout out to Ryan. Ryan, thank you so much for the help. Go check out his channel because odds are he's gonna get his car before I do, which means he's gonna post the video first and then I'll get mine second. But it is what it is. If you guys like the car update videos, make sure you remember to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell. And make sure that you stay tuned because the second these cars get in, you will be the first to know about it. Now, if you're one of those real estate people that's saying, Chandler, I don't care about the cars, I care about the real estate, well, buckle in because this next month is going to be absolutely incredible because I have 2 massive projects under contract and I'm working on a couple others, and all of those are going to be going down in the next 1 to 2 months. So make sure that you like, subscribe, and look forward to the future videos, and we'll look forward to seeing you there. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.